Man, I'm Cyclops in this motherfucker, dog. Meow. What up and welcome to the Beneath the Dirt podcast. I'm your host, Rombone. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 203 in the fucking high. What's good, everybody? Thank you for tuning in, whether you're on YouTube or your favorite podcasting app. What's really good and how the fuck y'all doing out there? I be chilling. And yeah. Hope everybody's good out there, staying safe, all that good shit. And we just here, kicking it. We back. Week after fucking week. The machine that can't be stopped. We here, live in effect, man. And yeah. No Beneath the Dirt news this week. I do want to send another shout out and congratulations to Kramer831 for winning the CD giveaway last week. Your prize package has been mailed out. Much fucking love to everybody that participated in the giveaway. Be on the lookout for more giveaways in the future. I love giving back, man. I don't know what else to say. I love giving back. The shit is dope. It's fun. And it's my way to repay y'all for supporting me. Much fucking love. Again, to everybody that participated in the giveaway. Better luck next time to the people that didn't win. But yeah, we live in a motherfucking effect. Now let's get into some new music, shall we? New music that dropped this week. Let's get right into it. Conway The Machine, Big Ghost, LTD, What Has Been Blessed Cannot Be Cursed, is up on Bandcamp right now. Big Ghost does it like that. Drops it on Bandcamp, and then a couple weeks later, drops it on all the DSPs, but it is up on Big Ghost Bandcamp right now. They are back for their third project together, fourth overall, if you include Griselda Ghost, but Conway, Big Ghost, What Has Been Blessed Cannot Be Cursed. Man. When they say they went 3 for 3, they went 3 for 3. This project is dope. And after only a few listens to it, because it did just drop on Friday, after only a couple listens, I do have to say this is probably my second favorite Conway and Big Ghost project, right after No One Mourns the Wicked. That one being my number one. But man, this project is fire. We got Method Man's on here. And then we got drum work artists on here. J Skis, Love the Genius. We got Shots and SK on here as well. 10 tracks coming in at 36 minutes. And it's just basically, if you know Conway, you know what the fuck you're going to get. You're just going to get some grimy street shit, wordplay. Dude's the illest in the game right now, in my opinion. And this shit is fire. Big Ghost production. Big Ghost is one of the dopest producers out there. I don't talk about Big Ghost that much, but he drops a few projects a year, but there's only a couple that I've checked out, mainly the Conway The Machine projects and Griselda Ghost and a couple others. But man, this shit's fire. If you like Conway, I recommend it. If you're not familiar with Big Ghost, you will after this project. His production's fire. Check out their previous two projects. Like I said, No One Mourns the Wicked and If It Bleeds, It Can Be Killed. Both those projects are dope as well. I gotta say, the track with Method Man, Scared to Death, is like a great follow-up to Lemon off of From King to a God. I love that track, that album. That was my favorite album of 2020, but Scared to Death featuring Method Man on this new Big Ghost Conway project is fire. Check this album out. It's super fucking dope. And once it's up on the DSPs, I'll let y'all know, but it is up on Bandcamp right now. And we got a bunch of singles that dropped this week. That was the only album that dropped this week that I really checked out. But there's a bunch of singles dropped this week as well. Project Born dropped their new single in memory of Pint Capone, aka Lil Half Pint, called I Miss My Brother, featuring Aunt G. And I thought this was going to be slower than it was. This was really just some like they took like a gangsta ass beat and did some meaningful shit over it. Like this is some like throwback 95, 96 Flint, Michigan type shit. Think of Crapper Natural from Project Born. Think of Dayton Family's first couple albums. Like this is what that shit sound. This is what this song sounds like, and it's really good, really good. You know, rest in peace, Pine Capone. And Aunt G killed the hook on here. And Project Born just did their thing on here, man. Project Born's dope. But Project Born been dope. And they killed it on here in memory of Pine Capone. Just a gangster ass beat with some sentimental meaning over it, and it's fire. You gotta check it out. Not that I wasn't expecting whack shit, or I just thought, when you think of in memory type songs, in memoriam, right? Is that a word? I think so. But when you think of those type of tracks, you tend to think of slower type tracks, like, I don't know, Pass Me By, Nothing's Left, shit like that. You know what I mean? Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. But that's kind of what I was expecting going into that track. And it was like the expectation was halfway met just by the lyrics and the delivery, but the beat was fucking fire. It's a really good track. And once again, rest in peace to Half Pint. Project Born did their thing on I Miss My Brother. We got a new single from Godsynth. Godsynth, formerly Magic Ninja's in-house producer. He dropped a brand new track with Lost Boy called... Actually, I have to look it up. But this is some different type of shit. This ain't like your traditional rap. This is some slower, don't want to say R&B, but like some singing type shit. And it's a pretty good track. Dream Out Loud featuring Lost Boy, produced by Godsynth. I still wish and hope Godsynth puts an album out. I know he was working on that at one point, and then he had said that the songs were just sounding like a bunch of songs being thrown together. I think if he did it right, got the right people on it, he could put together a dope-ass album. Kind of similar to what like C-Lance did a couple weeks back with his project. But Godsynth, dope producer in the wicked shit underground scene. And the single's dope. It's a lot different. Don't go into it expecting some rap shit. He said that on Twitter. I saw that. And when I was listening to the playlist, I forgot that I had added it to the playlist, and the song came on. I'm like, what is this? Like, I don't remember adding the song. And I looked, and it was Godsynth with Lost Boy, Dream Out Loud. And I was like, okay, it don't sound bad, but it's different than, it's a 180 from the wicked underground shit. I'll leave it at that, but it's still a dope sounding track. So go peep that shit. And again, hopefully we get an album from Godsynth at some point. Wrekonize dropped his single Planet Worth. Talked about it last week. He dropped it this week. This is on some slower type shit as well. Kind of Wrekonize doing the harmonies, singing and shit. Not bad. Not a bad track. But that's out now. Keeping it strange music related. Joey Cool dropped his track with X-Rated called Iceberg. This shit is fire. This is a really dope track. from Joey Cool and X-Rated. I think this is going to be on Joey Cool's album, Chairman of the Board, right? That's what it's called, I believe. Coming out soon. And it's a dope track, man. I really fuck with X-Rated's like cadence and his flow and shit. Just straight up West Coast flow coming from X-Rated. But it's a dope track from Joey Cool. Joey Cool does his thing, man. He raps. The production on here was kind of reminiscent of some West Coast shit as well. So that was dope to hear. So go peep that shit. That shit is out as well. And then we got Dirtcore's first official single from their first artist that they officially announced signing, Samson Samson. He dropped his new single, and this one is featuring Crossworm. The song is called Open Your Mind Up. Now, when I went into this with the expectation of this being something completely different than what Crossworm is known for doing. You know, he does the industrial hip-hop type shit, mixes industrial with the rap. And I'm not super familiar with Samson Samson, but when I listened to the track, it just kind of sounded like a Crossworm featuring Samson Samson. That's what it sounded like to me. It was a Crossworm beat, Crossworm on the hook. Crossworm had a verse as well. It was mostly Crossworm on here with, Samson doing his shit, his thing on here. Not a bad song, but not what I expected. Only because Crossworm was saying that he really wasn't trying to produce these people, their projects and shit like that. So I was expecting something completely different. Not saying it's bad though. It just, if you fuck with Crossworm, you're gonna like this song. Like, I fucks with Crossworm heavy. I like the song. It just wasn't what I was expecting. It's more of a Crossworm featuring Samson type song, but dope nonetheless. Like, Crossworm's evolution as an artist, like, this shit is super dark. Like, this song is very dark. And a lot less in, like, how do I word this? Crossworm, not that he's not as aggressive as he used to be, it's just a lot different than what it used to be. And different can be good, and indifferent is good in this case. But peep the track. Samson, the first artist that was announced to be signed on Dirtcore. J Hex Project was announced. Mum Ra, Mad Max. I think that was all of them. And Crossworm, of course, he runs the label. A lot of people are hyped for the Mad Max signing, but all these dudes are problems on the mic. Like, all these dudes are fucking talented. They do their thing. And I'm hyped to see what we got coming from Dirtcore in the future. And then the last single that dropped this week is Chetta, signed to G59. This one's featuring Suicide Boys. It's called Poydras, I believe. I don't think I'm very familiar with Chetta. I think this is the first time I've heard Chetta. This is Chetta, Chetta. His album Been Here Forever is coming out soon. 13 tracks, features from Scrim and Suicide Boys. And this track right here, Poydras, is featuring Suicide Boys. And this is another track that I added to the playlist this week. And when it came on, I was like, what the fuck is this? Looked, and it was Chetta featuring Suicide Boys. And I'm like, this shit is fire. I don't know if Scrim produced this shit or not, but whoever did the beat fucking killed it. Suicide Boys killed their feature on here. Chetta did his thing on here. And I don't know. I'm kind of hyped to check this dude's album out. I'm not familiar with him at all outside of this one song, but I'm here for it, man. That shit sounded really fucking dope. Fire as fuck, man. That beat, again, super dope. And I'm definitely going to check the project when it does drop. I don't have a release date for it right here, but it is coming soon on G59 Records, man. Hyped for it. And I fucks with Suicide Boys heavy. One of my favorite groups of the last decade, of newer groups that I found, and just in general, man. I bumped the fuck out of some Suicide Boys. And yeah, peep that shit. And again, all the songs and albums that I talk about are featured on the Weekly Bumps playlist on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube. Follow the shit. And it's super appreciated to everybody that's already followed it, but I update it every Friday. Y'all know the fucking deal. Just follow it so I could stop talking about it. But yeah, that's all the new music that dropped this week. Drop me a line on my social medias. Drop me a line on YouTube in the comments section. How do you like me breaking it down? All the new music right off the bat. I feel like that's the way to go. And then talk about the upcoming shit later. Instead of, mixing it back and forth, I used to talk about some new shit, get into a headline story, talk about some other music. I feel like we should talk about all the new music right up front. And if you have any ideas for the show, as long as they're not fucking stupid, drop me a line. Let me know what you would like to see on the podcast. I know people are going to say interviews. Interviews will happen at some point. It's just nothing lined up right now. I do like doing the interviews. Doing the interviews is fun, and I feel like I'm good at it. And they will happen again. Of course, I'll have guests on as well. If there's people that you would like to see on the show, let me know. Again, if it ain't stupid, it'll be taken into consideration. Not to sound like an asshole, but hey, I'm an asshole. As long as it ain't dumb, it'll be taken into consideration. Well, let's get into some gathering news. Let's do that. The Gathering of Dreams is going down. The Gathering of Dreams is going down. We leave all fuck ups in. If you are new to Beneath the Dirt, and I'm stumbling over my words like a motherfucker right now, we leave the fuck ups in the show. That's how the fuck we do it. Gathering of Dreams going down in early August, and we got a few more artists that have been announced for the Gathering. I believe this was announced after last Monday's show. Actually, no. We did talk about this on last week's show. Scythe Gang, Isham, and Hex will be at the Gathering. This week, they announced a couple more artists for the Gathering of the Juggalos. They got the X-Ectutioners with Large Professor. When they announced that shit, I'm like, how the fuck did they lock down X-Ectutioners and Large Professor? Like, if you don't know, Large Professor, legendary producer in the underground, or just in hip-hop in general. And I'm very surprised, shocked, and like happy, excited that they got Large Professor for the Gathering of the Juggalos. That's fucking crazy. And then they got the Future Kings. Looks like a bunch of teenagers, possibly some kind of group. I have no idea who the Future Kings are. But X-Ectutioners, another legendary group, DJs doing their fucking thing. But X-Ectutioners with Large Professor. So they're going to be teaming up for a set at the Gathering of Dreams this year. Gathering of Juggalos, the 22nd annual. And man, that's fucking fire. Like, very dope. They managed to get Large Professor, and it is the Gathering of Dreams, right? So they're going after people that they're a fan of. I'm sure this is probably like a X-Ectutioners and Large Professor is probably a Violent J or Shaggy 2 Dope Dream, if I had to guess. I highly doubt this is a Juggalo Dream right here. But yeah, it's got to be a Violent J or a Shaggy Dream. But man, that's fire. Do not throw shit at these guys. You shouldn't be throwing shit at any artists, but don't throw shit at Large Professor. That dude's a fucking legend. Straight the fuck up. And then in other kind of not ICP news, but this past week, if you follow me on my social medias, then I put albums up against each other. It's like the Beneath the Dirt versus series. I put albums up against each other, but this time I kind of switched it up. I put ICP's Hokus Pokus against Chicken Huntin. People were asking, commenting on it, which version of Hokus Pokus, which version of Chicken Huntin? Do whatever the fuck you want. I left it up for interpretation. You just pick what the fuck you want. Some people put the remixes up against the remixes. Some put up the OGs against the OGs. And I thought it was fun to do that. You know, I haven't done song against song like that. And I never post my picks on social media. I always kind of leave it for the podcast and talk about it on here. But Hokus Pokus versus Chicken Huntin. Now, this is how I kind of broke it down. I broke it down in 3 ways. First, the OG Hokus Pokus versus the OG Chicken Huntin. And in that case, definitely got to go OG Hokus Pokus. Like, just classic shit off the great Malenko. I do like the OG version of Chicken Huntin', but, I mean, up against Hokus Pokus off Malenko, like, come on. Gotta give it to Hokus Pokus. Second way I broke it down was the remixes. The Hokus Pokus Headhunters remix versus Chicken Huntin' Slaughterhouse mix. I like both, but I have to give it up to Chicken Huntin' Slaughterhouse mix. Have to do it because it's just, you hear that first riff, you know, the crowd goes fucking nuts. I remember the first time I heard that, was it the Shockumentary? And they played the music video. Like, man, I lost my shit. That was the first time I heard Chicken Huntin'. That shit, fire. Definitely better than the Headhunters remix. Like, easily. I fucks with the Headhunters remix. Like, it's good, but it's kind of like a Cypress Hill ripoff, like Violent J said in the Forgotten Freshness book. So remix versus remix, gotta give it to Chicken Huntin', and then take it for the best version of each song against each other, which would be, for me, the OG Hokus Pokus versus the remix of Chicken Huntin'. Which one would I give it to? I love Hokus Pokus off Malenko. Great way to open up the album after the Malenko song, but I have to give it to Chicken Huntin', the Slaughterhouse mix. Some might say it's played out, whatever the fuck, man. I don't give a fuck. The shit ain't played out for me. That shit comes on at a show, I lose my mind. When that shit comes on, when I'm listening to Riddlebox, I lose my shit. I just love that track. You hear, again, that first riff, that shit is fire. Shit is so goddamn good. So I guess after breaking it down 3 ways, picking the picks, I guess I got to give it to Chicken Huntin' overall. In the Hokus Pokus Chicken Huntin' battle, I got to give it to Chicken Huntin'. In the end, just because that Slaughterhouse mix is just so goddamn good, better than any other version, any version of Hokus Pokus, and better than the OG Chicken Huntin' that was on Ringmaster. So yeah, it was cool watching people break that shit down on social media, but that's my choice, and I'm sticking to it. Fucking Chicken Huntin' is winning that versus against Hokus Pokus without a doubt. Yeah. If you didn't comment on social media or whatever, drop me a line. Let me know what you think. Hokus Pokus versus Chicken Huntin'. Which one are you taking? How did you break it down? All that good shit. Let me know. But that's how I broke that shit down. Chicken Huntin' is the winner. Now, last week we had announced, or Lyte had announced, Lights Out 5 last week. And the lineup originally had consisted of Lyte, ABK, Blaze, Boondox, DJ Clay, Big Hoodoo, Project Born, Scum, and more. At some point after that original announcement, Hoodoo was no longer on the flyer and replaced by the Dayton family. What the fuck happened here? I seen people speculating about it online. on all the various social media apps. Some people hadn't even noticed, but Hoodoo turned the lights out on Lights Out 5, no longer playing. And why? Why is Hoodoo not playing Lights Out 5? Because Lights Out is not going down until August 19th. 2 months from today, from when I'm recording it, Sunday, June 19th. And why isn't Hoodoo playing Lights Out? The only fucking logical explanation for this, in my opinion, would be once the lineup was announced, he had no fucking idea that Blaze and Boondox were going to be on the fucking show. You know, the M&E camp, if you will, was going to be on the show. And he said, fuck that. I ride for who I ride with, and backed out of the fucking show. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. I haven't seen any other logical speculations out there on why Hoodoo is not playing the show. But when we talked about this last week, I was like, this is the shit that we need to see. We need to see all this shit come back together and stop being fucking one side and then the other side. You know what I mean? I liked seeing Hoodoo, Lyte, Clay on the same bill with Blaze and Boondox. And of course, ABK's on here, but ABK is kind of in the same boat as Clay, Lyte, and Hoodoo, where he just does his own fucking thing. Yeah, he fucks with M&E. He does shit with Twiztid, tours with them. He did the East Side Ninjas project, but in large part, he just does his own fucking thing through Native World Inc. But I liked seeing all that shit come together. Lyte, Hoodoo, Clay, Blaze, Boondox, ABK. That's the shit we need, man. And it's just fucking lame, and that Hoodoo's no longer on the show. I mean, granted, he got replaced by Dayton Family. Dayton Family, just legendary, you know, shoestring, bootleg, backstabber. Shout out to Ghetto E as well. So, I mean, you're still going to get a dope-ass show. It was a great replacement on Lyte's part, getting Dayton Family to replace Hoodoo, but imagine Lyte, ABK, Blaze, Boondox, Clay, Dayton Family, Hoodoo, Project Born, Scum. Like, it's still a fresh show. Don't get me wrong. It would have just been much more fresher to have that unity in the underground, and just, you need to get past the shit, man. I don't know, man. It's how the fuck I feel. Need to get past the shit, or maybe it's beyond the point of getting past, and it just is what the fuck it is. It's just it always goes back to the fans. It just sucks for the fans, for the people who are looking forward to seeing Hoodoo at the show, no longer at the show. You know, what's Hoodoo's status with ABK? The Have-Nots. They dropped their project at the 2019 gathering, right? That Have-Nots EP. Like, are they still cool or not? It kind of seems like ABK kind of got the boot after fucking with Twiztid so heavily. But we need the fucking unity, man. It just is what it is. Love it or hate it, whether you're on the one side or not, and you disagree with what I say, I don't give a fuck. Is what it is, you know. Maybe one day, maybe not. I sure as fuck ain't holding my breath, I'll tell you that. But I would like to see it. And I do like to see the little bit of togetherness, I suppose. You know, even though they're doing a show together, doesn't mean that they fuck with each other, right? Even though nobody playing the show is like the main part of the fucking beef or whatever. Just is what it is, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. Lame as fuck. I've seen people say lame as fuck everywhere. Some people saying good. You shouldn't be doing that show anyway, but I don't fucking know, man. I don't like it. It would have been better if he fucking just stayed on the bill. But I'm speculating that's why he didn't do the fucking show, because he rides for who he rides for, and it ain't going down like that. That's shitty and unfortunate, but is what it is. Again, I keep fucking saying it, but it's unfucking fortunate, man. Let's see. Last week, we talked about Ouija Macc. He revealed the cover for Stalewind and the track list. We broke that down last week. We said pre-orders were going to be live this week, and pre-orders are live. Pre-orders are live on YouTube and through his official web store. He's got a bunch of bundles, of course. Ouija Mac's still doing the 1 out of 5 thing. Remember the 1 out of 5 thing? If you buy 5 CDs, you're guaranteed a mystery item. Or if you just buy 1 CD, you have a 1 in 5 chance of getting the mystery item. He's still doing that shit. I believe that started with Hell's Hollow Tape, but he's still doing it. But he's got t-shirts, hoodies, bandanas, long sleeve shirts, variant artwork for the physical CD itself. It looks like it comes in a jewel case. I know some people care about that shit. I used to give more of a fuck about it than I do now. I don't give a shit. I'm here for the music. Of course, I do prefer the jewel cases, but I don't give a fuck. I'm here for the fucking music. I'm here for Stalewind. I gotta speculate that a single will be coming soon from Stalewind, but I'm fucking hyped for it, man. Stalewind is coming August 5th. Pre-orders are up for that shit right now. And I love the consistency from this dude. Just straight fucking killing it, man. Stalewind. The cover art looks fresh. The alternate cover art for the CD version looks fucking fresh as well. I love the incentives, the merch drops and all this shit. Ouija, one of the top dudes, just killing it in the fucking scene right now. So pre-orders are live for Stalewind. Did you copy yours or nah? Did you cop digital? Did you cop physical? Did you cop a t-shirt? Or did you cop a bandana to jerk off into? I don't know how you use the shit, man, and I ain't telling you how to use it. But, yeah. I don't know, man. Ouija Macc just stays fucking killing it. The wind is turning stale, and it will be officially Stalewind August 5th when the album drops. I'm fucking hyped for it, man. Like, I just stay bumping Ouija Macc shit. Fallen Angelic, getting like everything. I just go back and bump everything this dude been doing. This dude been staying consistent. I still play Swagtooth shit. He's come such a long way from Swagtooth shit. Go back and bump the old school Swagtooth shit, and you can hear the evolution in Ouija Macc. Like, this dude drops so much music on, multiple projects a year. Like, you're not going to hear the evolution as drastic as it would be if he only dropped an album once every year or every 2 years. That's when you can hear like crazy drastic changes. But I mean, go back to like Harlem's Adopted Children, shit like that, Tooth Gang and Pals, and you can hear the evolution of Ouija from old school Swagtooth shit, Harlem's Adopted Children, to Dead York, to Gutter Water, Wasteland, fucking Stalewind. Like, the evolution, like, he just keeps getting better and better. The songwriting is at an all-time high right now. I expect nothing but great things from Stalewind. And yeah, August 5th can't get here fast enough, man. A little less than 2 months away. Go pre-order that shit if you want to. or whatnot. But I'm here for it. Hyped as fuck for it as well. And then last week, Bukshot took to Twitter and he announced that he had an announcement coming on Friday. Friday came and he announced said promise announcement. Again, I love announcing announcements. Announcing announcements is the dopest shit ever. I love that shit. Yo, I'm here. I can't wait. Me personally, I can't wait to announce that I'm going to announce an announcement. Like when that day fucking comes, like I'm going to take it to a whole nother fucking level. I'm going to announce that, hey, on this day, I'm going to announce that we're going to have a big announcement on this day. But anyway, Bukshot came through with the big announcement and we got the pre-orders from Mr. Gray's Operation Delirium. You could go pre-order that shit now. We got the track list for it as well. I actually have to pull that shit up. I never fucking downloaded it, but the pre-orders are fucking live for Operation Delirium from Mr. Gray. We got features from Boondox, Bukshot. Of course, we got Bukshot. Clockwork. We got a Gorilla Voltage reunion. And we got Jeffrey Nothing, formerly of Mushroomhead or of Mushroomhead. I don't know. I saw some shit saying that they're still not a band together. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Mushroomhead, but 9 tracks coming from Bukshot. We got Winter Soldier as a bonus track. I believe that was on the Mob Style Christmas album, if I remember correctly. But every other track on this appears to be brand new, and I'm hyped for it. I'm especially hyped for that track featuring Clockwork called Outrage du Jour, and that shit gonna be fucking fire. I know it. Gorilla Voltage was the shit when they were still doing their thing. I like seeing them working back with each other. So Operation Delirium is out now. Bukshot did say that all items for the pre-orders are live now. Or, of course, they're live now, but they're in hand and they will be shipped on Friday. Same day pre-orders go live. So no delays with this one at all. All items are in hand. And then also it was announced the Berzerkers. We've been talking about it. Who are the Berzerkers? Bukshot's new group. Well, really, it wasn't that fucking hard to put 2 and 2 together because it turns out it's Bukshot and Mr. Gray. I had heard some speculation in the underground that this was the group, but we got the official announcement. Bukshot, Mr. Gray are the Berzerkers. And the album is dropping the same day as Mr. Gray's Operation Delirium, at least the hard copy. I don't know when the digital will be coming out. I still don't know if we know when the digital for Operation Delirium is coming out. It'll probably be the week after pre-orders go live. That's how Buck usually does it, the week or 2 weeks after. But yeah, and we got the track list for the Berzerkers project. That's also 9 tracks. We got a track on there featuring Low Key called Bottomless. So we got a little bit of a Cabal reunion, if you will, on the Berzerkers project. We got Terminus as a bonus track, which was on the Attack of the Ninjas album, if I remember correctly. So 9 tracks from Mr. Gray and Bukshot, the Berzerkers. I'm hyped for it. We're getting fucking 2 albums in 1 pre-order from Bukshot. The pre-orders are live, like I keep fucking saying. Of course, we got a whole bunch of different bundles. We got jerseys, we got coins, we got CDs, we got magnets, we got USBs, we got everything for that bitch ass, right? But yeah, they got a whole bunch of pre-orders. The only way it looks like that you can get the Berzerkers album actually is through bundles 4 and the Inner Skull bundle. And those are the ones that come with jerseys and coins. And it looks like those are the only ways that you can get the Berzerkers project for now. I had people hitting me up like, hey, I wish I could order the Berzerkers project. Well, guess what, bitch boy? You're going to be able to get the Berzerkers project at some point. I had pointed out to DC Fago guy, because he had he was one of the people that hit me up about this. And I was like, look, this is how Buck does it. Think about it. In the ad for the Berzerkers project, with this pre-order, it looks like it comes in a jewel case CD, right? In recent memory, think about all the jewel case releases from mob style music. Those are usually the deluxe versions of CDs or albums. So I have to, or I'm going to speculate that this Berzerkers project that is available with the pre-orders for Mr. Gray's album is a deluxe version of sorts. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm going to speculate right now. That it's a deluxe version or a different version, and then another version will be for sale, or that version will be for sale. You will be able to buy the shit separately. I can almost guarantee it. I didn't ask Buck. I probably could have, but I didn't. But seeing how he's done things, that's how I see it going down. It'll be it'll be available early in these more expensive pre-order bundle options where you get the coins. And of course, Mob Style got the best coins in the fucking game. I'm not even big into coins, but they got the best fucking coins in the game. And the album will be available at some point. No fucking way that it won't be, right? Like, it can't be. It doesn't make no sense to me. But I'm hyped for it, man. We got Mr. Gray's Operation Delirium. We'll start shipping next Friday along with the Berzerkers project, as long as you buy one of those bundles. So, yeah. If you're not going to buy the bundles, you're just going to have to wait a little bit and get the shit. But I'm hyped for it. And I'm excited to hear. Like I said before in the past, Mr. Gray, he's been putting out dope shit solo-wise since Guerrilla Voltage broke up. And Bukshot, I'm a newer fan of Bukshot, got down really with the Double Dragon project. And it's not spoken of from Bukshot enough. Like, even with his new Never Safe EP, like, I wasn't a big fan of Bukshot before just because I just wasn't feeling the music. But this dude has improved so fucking much. Like, his flow, the production, just everything. Like, when you improve like that and just get better at your craft continuously, like, even since the Double Dragon project, like, I feel like dude's still getting better. And it's fucking dope to see, I'm a newer fan, but oh well. I know some people have been down with Buck and Mob for a minute, Mob Style, but I'm fucking with him now. And I'm looking forward to the new Mr. Gray project, entirely produced by Seven. I didn't mention that. I know I mentioned it before, but man, Seven's just a fucking monster. Most famously for working with Tech Nine for a fucking decade at least. Producing Twiztid's shit as well. I mean, he produced Abominations, the entire Abominations album. And people love that album from Twiztid. So yeah, I'm hyped to hear that new Mr. Gray shit. Berzerkers, I'm just going to speculate Berzerkers are produced by Seven as well. Just have to wait and see, but I'm fucking hyped for it. And it's dope. Can't wait to hear the music, man, because it's all about the motherfucking music. Speaking of Twiztid, Twiztid announced that they're going to be hitting the road for a few dates in September leading up to the Blue Rock Ridge Festival in Virginia. They are hitting the road with Attila, who did tour with ICP a few years ago. They'll be in Connecticut, New York, and Pennsylvania for a couple days before they hit the Blue Ridge Rock Fest in Virginia. And this is rock Twiztid. This isn't fucking Jamie Madrox and Monoxide. This is Jamie Madrox, Monoxide, and the fucking band, the rock band, Draven, and the other guy. I don't even know the other guy's name, but we got rock band Twiztid, up and coming rock band Twiztid, touring in September. Also coming from the up and coming rock band Twiztid. I don't know if I spoke about this, but it was announced a while ago, and I can't remember if I spoke about this, but Ice Nine Kills, who they had the singer featured on one of the songs on Unlikely Prescription. And Ice Nine Kills is putting the Silver Scream Con going down in Danvers, Mass, August 26th through the 28th at the Doubletree in Boston North Shore. And Twiztid will be performing Saturday, August 27th at the Cabot Theater in Beverly, Mass. Up and coming rock band Twiztid playing shows with veteran rock band Ice Nine Kills. How do you feel about it? How do I feel about it? I'm fucking over it. I'm sick of rock band Twiztid, and I just want two-man group Twiztid back. I want the rap shit back. I think I said this last week. I'm fucking over it. I don't want rock band Twiztid anymore. And it's unfortunate for me and the other people who don't give a fuck about rock band Twiztid that we have to sit through another album that they are currently working on with producer Zeus, who I'm not familiar with his work outside of Twiztid. I know that he, I named off the bands we work with, but regardless, I just don't give a fuck about rock band Twiztid. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I just don't fucking care. I just don't, man. After Unlikely Prescription, I don't have anything to look forward to. I'm expecting another mediocre rock album. A mediocre at best rock album from Twiztid. So, unfortunate for some, not so unfortunate for others, because I know some people did like the album. But not me. But fuck it. Is what it is. Speaking of people hitting the road for touring, Mayday is hitting the road with Wax. Not AWAX, but Wax. They're hitting the road late August, going to late September, August 28th through the 30th. This looks like it's the entire fucking country. They're starting out in Cambridge, Mass, and ending up in Florida, but they do hit the Midwest, the West Coast. They're going fucking everywhere, down south as well. So yeah, they're hitting everywhere on this tour. Wax and Mayday do America with 1 ton of potluck. 1 ton. Is it of potluck or formerly of potluck? Like, potluck hasn't done shit in like a decade, right? But yeah, they're fucking hitting the road. Mayday staying busy. Fresh off the announcement of them starting their own label, Leaving Strange Music, partnering up with the Strange sub-label, It Goes Up Entertainment. I like seeing it. I like the hustle and all that good shit. And then we got a couple upcoming releases I want to talk about. Hush. He's dropping his new album, 718 to the 313. That is dropping June 28th. So next Tuesday, Hush and Bobby J from Rockaway, they are dropping 718 to 313. We've been covering the singles as they've been dropping them, and it's sounding like it's going to be a dope project. We got features from Paradigm. We got Guilty Simpson, Marv 1, Kwame's on here. Whole bunch of motherfuckers on here. And yeah, dropping next Tuesday. All songs produced by Hush. I'm excited for it. I just fucks with Hush, so be on the lookout for that. Also, Tara Reid is dropping his new single July 7th. It's been a minute since we got new Tara Reid, but this one is out the cut forever in parentheses, probably produced by Tara Reid as well. And Tara Reid is just dope. Tara Reid kind of spits that wicked shit a little bit, but with the West Coast flavor, I guess you could say. But it's dope. Tara Reid's the shit. If you haven't checked out Tara Reid, you're fucking doing yourself a disservice because he's fucking dope as shit. And then Ill Bill is coming back. His first single off his upcoming album, Billy, is dropping July 1st. Once Upon a Time in Canarsie, featuring Lord Goat, produced by Stu Bangers. Ill Bill, just one of the most consistent artists for me of the last damn near 2 decades. I think I found Ill Bill 05, I want to say, maybe 06. But yeah, Once Upon a Time in Canarsie, Ill Bill, Lord Goat, produced by Stu Bangers. Stu Bangers, murderous on the production. I'm hyped for it. I'm always here for new Ill Bill. His last album that he put out, La Bella Medusa, in 2020 was fucking fire. Love that. Or was it last year? I loved La Bella Medusa. I was just bumping that this week after he announced this single that was dropping off his upcoming album, Billy. And I'm fucking hyped for it, man. Seriously, Ill Bill is the fucking shit, bitch. But yeah, that's gonna fucking wrap it up this week. I appreciate everybody that tunes in every week, or even if you tune in once a year. I don't give a fuck. Even if you only fucking log on to hate, I appreciate it. Much fucking love to everybody that's tuned in, man. And yeah, we got a lot of dope music to look forward to. All that shit. Shout out to Kramer831 again for winning the CD package last week. Be on the lookout for future giveaways. I'm Rolling Bone of the Beneath the Dirt podcast. And until next time, I'm fucking out of here. Peace.